Hey guys, Script here with another video, and if you didn't know, you probably didn't, I am like a really huge Book of Eli fan. I've probably seen this movie at least 10 to 15 times, and it's such a good movie in the sense that like you watch through it, it's very good in its own right, and then the twist at the end, and you're like, what? And then it forces you to rewatch it again, and you watch it from, it's like watching a completely different movie. So, really well done movie. I'm obviously not going to spoil what that twist was, but in case you haven't seen it, but there's this new series they're going to do, the prequel of Book of Eli, and it's going to be on TV, and I'm disappointed to hear that. But let's see this here. This has to do with John Boyega, who I've been talking about recently. So John Boyega is set to headline the executive executive produce the Book of Eli, a TV series prequel to the 2010 post-apocalyptic action film that starred Denzel Washington in the title role. Boyega will play a younger version of Washington's Eli in the project, which hails from the movie's writer, Gary Whitta, creator, writer, executive producer of the potential series, and its directors, the Hughes brothers, who executive produce. So they did bring in the movie's writer, they're doing it the right way. They're bringing in the proper people. They're not just giving it to somebody who has absolutely no background in it and doesn't know anything about it like Disney does with so many of their projects. So the film's producer, Alcon Entertainment, is the studio on the TV project. So there you go. They have the same studio, which is about to be taken out to select premium buyers. Now, I don't want to see a Book of Eli TV show. This needs to be a movie or don't make it at all, in my opinion. But at least they are bringing in the right people. And they're trying to do this the right way. The neo-Western Book of Eli movie takes place 30 years after a nuclear catastrophe caused an ecocide. It revolves around Eli, a nomad who fights his way across a ravaged post-apocalyptic America while protecting a sacred book that holds the secrets to humanity's salvation. Details about the TV series are sketchy, but I hear it is set 30 years prior to the events in the film, which would put it around the time of the nuclear event or its immediate aftermath, which, again, is fine. I don't mind it. I don't need this. The Book of Eli is very firm, single-standing film that does not need this. It's certainly in my top 10 all time. But if you were going to do a prequel about the story of what happened with him, having it happen during the nuclear blast, and if you've seen the movie, you would kind of understand why I'm saying that, because of how that affects him and what that does. This marks one of the highest profile star-driven IP-based packages to hit the premium TV marketplace since the end of the Hollywood strikes. While there have been a handful of deals so far, buying has been slow out of the gate, blah, 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 blah. Okay. The Book of Eli, distributed by Warner Brothers, which is not involved in the TV prequel, was a box office success, earning $157 million worldwide on an $80 million budget. Now, it probably has made a lot of money after the fact. Word of mouth about that movie spread. I'm sure it did pretty good on its DVD sales and stuff like that, and Mila Kunis is in it. Gary Oldman's in it, a phenomenal villain yet again. The acting in this is really well done. It's just a really good film. Known for starring role in Star Wars franchise, Boyega can be seen in Netflix 2023 pick They Cloned Tyrone opposite Jamie Foxx's recent feature credits, including Breaking, for which he shared a 2022 Sundance U.S. Special Jury Award for Ensemble Cast, and The Woman King in TV. He starred in the Prime Video limited series Small Axe, which earned him Golden Globe and Critics' Choice Awards, as well as the BAFTA nomination. Blah, blah, blah. He's having a lot of success post-Star Wars, which I also find interesting because in the original trilogy, for example, Luke, Han, and Leia were sort of the main people, the main actors, and both Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher, who played Luke and Leia, they didn't really become super duper prominent. They had good careers. They were in some stuff. Obviously, Hamill doing voice acting, but they never really had really big prominent careers. Harrison Ford, of course, did. And in the sequel trilogy, they put basically all the focus was on Rey, right? So Daisy Ridley's had a tough time really seeing a lot of success and being part of, she's been in some stuff, but nothing major and nothing that's made a whole pile of money. And meanwhile, Oscar Isaac, who was already a very established actor, and now Boyega and some of the others are moving on and doing other things where she's not getting much. And so you kind of, I guess, if you don't want to spread it around, right? Like it's interesting to me that Boyega, maybe it was, what I should say is maybe it was a good thing that he didn't get a really, really prominent role. Maybe that would have affected him negatively. Although going in, he had done some other pretty big movies, so probably not. But Hughes Brothers is a moniker used by Alan Albert Hughes. Alan is... Okay, so I don't like that this is going to be a TV show. If they're going to do it, do a movie, but whatever. I did want to mention, though, as far as John Boyega is concerned, this actually is probably a good pick for the young Eli. Not only does he have the look in a lot of ways, he's also been talked about in this ilk. So John Boyega has a humble reaction to fans comparing him to Denzel Washington. John Boyega's new film Breaking has fans in a chokehold as he delivers what may be his most Denzel-esque performance to date. Boyega is keeping his head down and continuing to do the work. Despite fans comparing him to Denzel Washington, the actor reached worldwide fandom, blah, 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 Star Wars Force Awakens. Boyega is the lead in Breaking, a film about a Marine Corps veteran in a desperate financial bind when he decides to rob a bank. The movie hit theaters on Friday, August 26, 2022, and already fans have been unable to unsee the striking resemblance between the actor's performance and that of Washington in the film John Q. And John Q is a very good movie. I have seen that. I have not seen Breaking. In the latter flick, the Oscar-winning actor portrays a father who goes on to extreme lengths to ensure his sick son gets the medical care he needs. As far as fans are concerned, Breaking is literally John Boyega's John Q moment. So if that's true, there's some precedent here, and he is a good actor. I mean, there's no doubt about it, which again sort of fuels the stupidity of how he was used in the Star Wars sequels. And my previous video I just put out shows how sad some of that situation really is after how excited he was after he saw the initial Force Awakens trailer. But you guys let me know in the comment section. I would prefer they do a movie about this. I think John will do a good job. They've got the right people in place. It looks like they're taking care to do this properly. But again, my only issue is I would prefer this was a film. I don't like that it's a series. I don't like that a lot of things, like, say what you want about the Lord of the Rings TV show. It's absolutely awful. But let's say it was good. It's still a TV show. It's not the same. There's certain IPs and certain movies that I think are bigger than the small screen. And I think that the Book of Eli is one of them, to me at least. Maybe not to others, but to me it is. It doesn't work breaking it up into little parts. Like, the movie flows. If it had been broken up into little parts, it wouldn't have been as interesting. Lord of the Rings, same thing. It's way beyond TV. You don't make a Lord of the Rings TV show. You don't make a Star Wars TV show, as far as I'm concerned. That just lowers it to a lower tier in terms of greatness. And so in this case, I think it's the same thing for me, because I loved the Book of Eli. And if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's really good. And so I don't really want to see a TV series. Having said that, it does look like they're doing the right thing, and they're going to take care to make it as good as they possibly can. Of course, none of that will be known until we see it. You guys let me know in the comment section what you think. Are you a big Book of Eli fan? Are you interested in this show? Do you think that John Boyega is a good selection to play a young Eli, a young Denzel Washington in this show? And does this convince you that they seem to be doing the right thing, or would you, like me, prefer to just see this as a movie? Let me know in the comment section. As usual, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like the content. Feel free to check out anything else on my channel, and have yourselves a really good day.